Hello everybody. Apparently 787 of my followers are live at the minute. So some of you might want to come in and join me. It's not the best time for a live, so I'm gonna kind of start with a caveat and apologise. And I'm gonna be honest, I personally hate it when people immediately come in with a post or a live or particularly a podcast and they go, oh, you'll have to excuse me for whatever, because do you know what? We shouldn't have to make excuses for life and things that are out with our control and stuff. It should just be seen as normal. But you can probably hear that I'm not particularly well right now. So I will just tell you a little bit about what's been going on in the background of HQ at the minute. So obviously we're getting organised for our Scottish Show Producer Showcase event on the 23rd of March at the Dewars Centre in Perth. We are down to our last remaining tickets, so you do need to go and buy those from the Scottish Arm Festival website before they run out, because we will not have any available on the door. This event was a complete sellout last year. So while all this has been going on, I had a small surgical procedure done last week, just over a week ago, in hospital. And yeah, so the procedure's kind of gone well. It's not a big thing. It's just a small surgical procedure. However, my stitches are not knitting together at the minute. But while I was in hospital, I've picked up a bug. And this is me actually coming out the other side of it now, because I have not been well with that bug at all. And I think it's just kind of lingering in my chest at the minute. I've finished coughing every time I take a drink or try and eat. The minute I'm coughing. But the reason for the hat, which is the beeswax hat by Amy Vandelar, and this is knit in Toft. It's old Toft DK. This is like over 10 years old Toft DK yarn. But because of where my stitches are situated and because the wound check did not go well, I'm still not allowed to wash my hair. So I've not been allowed to wash my hair for about 10 days. And it is thick with natural oil, which is fine because that's just like a natural thing. But I am really painfully aware of how bad it looks right now. And I've been putting off coming and doing a live and chatting with you because of the hair and because of the voice, but it doesn't look like either's going to get better anytime soon, and I have things that I need to share with you, so I'm coming on and I'm just doing it, okay? So, our mill delivery arrived a couple of days ago, which is brilliant, so I've got lots of new stock ready for the Scottish Producer Showcase, and I have been preparing behind the scenes as well, some more stock to go back out to the Woolly Thistlers. So yes, Woolly Thistlers, don't you panic, yarn is on its way. The invoice is with the Woolly Thistle. They sent me the purchase order, it's through, everything is packed and ready to go. One of the colourways has an embargo on it at the moment, but they have requested some, and I have let them have some of our really special yarn. I mean, it's all special, but some of it's extra special at the minute. So yeah, I'm coming on to do a live to reveal the new colourway that we're going to launch at our showcase. And then I'm going to talk to you about a happy little accident that's happened as well. So, first up, let me introduce you to Sinclair. So I am totally in love with Sinclair. This is the perfect toasted honey mustard of my dreams. This is the colour I wanted to achieve when we were setting up, launching the yarn brand. And the one that was causing us all the trouble. And it got to the point of we either go without Sinclair and we get your yarn to you and it will be there for the Scottish Yarn Festival, or we hold everything up and you're not going to have anything. So we had to make that really difficult decision, but he is here and I'm just completely in love. So we've got our initial shipment of this colour in. Some of this is going to the Woolly Thistle. They have an embargo on it until the 23rd, so they will not be able to sell this to you. Even once they've got it, they won't be able to sell it to you until the 23rd of March, which is the day that we are launching this ourselves at the Scottish Show Producers Showcase. So that will be your first opportunity to get it. If we've got any left after the event, then what you can do at the minute is send us an email to hello@thescottishYarnFestival.com and register your interest, and then we'll put you in a waiting list, because it will take us time after the event to get everything back into the inventory and to get it back up on the website. So you may have noticed that none of our yarn is currently available on our website. Now, you can get it by emailing us, but it was just going to be a headache and a half with everything else going on in life at the minute. So organising for the show, all the stuff that's been going on with the festival and the move, my surgery, all those things, the mill delivery, it's all just been a bit much. So to then have to sort out all the things, because of the way that our ticket system is set up on the website, to then also have that available so that you could buy the yarn and ship it for just a short period of time, we just made the decision to kind of pull the yarn from the website. But you can get it, just not this colour at the moment. So if you want Sinclair, you either need to get your tickets for the Scottish Show Producers Showcase, wait and have everything crossed with the Woolly Thistle, because they have limited stocks of this, and like I said, there's an embargo on it with them until the 23rd. They can't sell it until the day that we're also launching at the showcase. And then, but yes, we'll have a waiting list. So if you want this, that's the best way to get hold of it at the minute, but we're not sending anything out until the 23rd, okay? But he is available. I love him. I love him. He is available on DK and 4ply. And I'm just so chuffed. And I've just realised that one of the things I wanted to show you is not here. It might be here. 2 seconds. I'm going to go and check and see what's in the front of that box, because there's boxes everywhere here right now. No, that is the wrong box. And I'm also going to have a sniff. So excuse me, having a bit of a sniff. Oh my goodness. Hospital acquired bugs are absolutely the worst. Would not recommend. So we've got Sinclair. Oh my goodness, I'm going to turn my head from the camera again. At least I'm not as bad as I have been. And I can actually get on camera just now. So, Sinclair. Now, there was a happy little accident with the mill, and I'm sure my face was a picture when I opened up the largest part of our mill order to discover that the recipe was slightly wrong. So we have a happy little accident, and you can meet, this is Innes. So Innes should have been Tate. I'll grab Tate so you can see the two together. So the mill have confirmed that there was a little bit of a hiccup with their recipe, because this is Tate and this is how Tate should have turned out, and it didn't. So we've had a little chat. We've got the recipe for this, so we can run this again if we choose to, but we might not. So this is Innes. Innes will also be making his debut at the Scottish Wool Producers Showcase. There's not an embargo on him. There is some of Innes going off to the Woolly Thistle as well. They've seen some photos. They loved him. He's just decided, I mean, I love him. He was always that shade, because it is grey. It's a really, really soft kind of just touch of grey. He always would have been joining our family at some point. He just didn't want to wait, obviously. So we've got two new shades for the showcase, which is absolutely hilarious. But I am kind of putting him out as a limited edition. And if you love him as much as I do, then we will look at introducing him into normal rotation, because this now means that we have 3 natural blends and 10 colours. And we will have a special colour for the festival in September that we'll be launching then. And there's only so much space to store all this yarn and all these weights and all these colourways in the volumes that I have to get them from the mill and all those sorts of things, and to manage that on top of everything else just now. So, like every successful business, and the yarn side is kind of like it's an adjacent thing, but it does have to be growing slowly as well, if I want it to be successful, it needs to be slow, although the universe seems to have other plans for this. So we'll see how this goes. But again, you can register your interest for this one by emailing hello@thescottishyarnfestival.com. Whatever's left after the showcase. Willie Thistle have got theirs already. Well, it's in the boxes for them. We'll open up that waitlist and we will prioritise that waitlist, and then everything will get counted, the inventory, and up on the website again. The universe obviously has far different plans for me than I have plans for me right now. So Innes Tate and Gordon, we work fab together. Well, funny you should say that, because I have the Paul Klee sweater / artist shawl of my Dreams colour palette here. So I'm just going to show you how these four play together. So the Fantastic Four are, look at that. So this is, let's see how we can hold these together on the screen. So I've got Innes and Sinclair and Gordon and Bruce. And I think they are just fabulous together. And this shows you just how bronchally affected my brain is just now. I've got some scraps over there as well. So I'm going to bring another colour into this and kind of show you another version of it. So this is a bag of overs over here that I've got from our redo. So here we go. I love this combination as well. So we're taking the Gordon out of that and putting these in. Look at that. So that's Innes, Sinclair, Bruce and Wallace. And just these toasted honey mustard tones just lift. It just brings everything together. It's perfect. It's everything I was hoping for and more. So I'm really, really pleased with how they're playing together. So just take that one out again. Like that. It's probably not the best against my black top, but I purposely went and wore neutral colours for doing this so that you could see them a little bit better. And that's the Wallace. And if you did, like you were saying, Tori, if I take the Innes out, I've got some Tate here. So that's it, just tone darker. Take that one out. Look at that. So move that over. Yeah. So there's plenty of colour possibilities, and what I'm hoping to do if I get time before the showcase, because there's just not enough hours in the day, and I am under strict instructions to rest, but you can't really rest when you're the one woman behind everything of something fully. So I am resting as much as possible, but I am looking at kind of almost doing little swatch sticks or something, just with sort of 3 or 4 colours from our palette that I think play exceptionally well together, and just put them together in a mood board so that you can see those when you come, because I think that really helps. I think it's one thing that most of us struggle together, is trying to pull those colours together for a palette. And I think some people like Beverly Dot, who's going to be doing a designer pop-up at her showcase, she does it exceptionally well. But yeah, I think if I do that, I can do that in my pyjamas with a blanket and a cat next to me, and I can just do up some little wrapped samples to kind of show these colours together. This is a really good way to see how they play together, to take the photo, that'll trick the black and white, see what the contrast is. But yeah, I am really, really happy with how they've turned out. Other thing that I don't have here that I meant to bring down, because there were a few hiccups with the mill. And one of the things that I had planned was to get a test spin of Aran weight, because I wanted to get it, to swatch it, see how it play, whether it be a true Aran weight, etc, etc. I mean, I love Aran weight. I love, in fact, I tend to work between a 4-ply, a DK and an Aran. I don't particularly like going any thinner. I don't particularly like going any thicker, but we've all got our preferences and all are valid. But that's my medium. And I love cables. I love cables and twisted stitches. And I like that definition. So the minimum amount I could get done on a test spin was 4 kilos, and I decided to go with those 4 kilos, and it was supposed to be on cones instead of hanked up like this. And yeah, I thought I really fancy doing a bee's knees. I think I'm going to do the bee's knees by Thea Coleman as a test, because I love a big shawl collar cardigan, and I'm really pleased to see that some patterns featuring that are coming back out again. So I thought 4 kilos is absolutely fine. I can do that. I can maybe give some of it away as gifts, or to designers to kind of test and swatch with, to get their feedback, see what they think. Now it's arrived and it's amazing, but it's not on cones. And I have 92 skeins of it. So I have 9.2 kilos. I've got 92 skeins of beard. I don't have any labels for it at the moment, because I'm going to be honest, right? Small business chat. Setting up the yarn side of things was a lot. It was a lot financially. And I did make that decision not to do Kickstarters or crowdfunders or those things, because I didn't think it was right with it being, it's a business decision to do. I should invest my own money or get bank loans or do those things, because to me that's how you do business. So that's kind of where we went with it. And each to their own, but that's what I was most comfortable with. And yeah, so part of that, we designed our yarn cuffs. And they're foil embossed, if you haven't seen them. I love that. And I love all the details on it. And this is the DK one. And I'm not sure which way it's mirroring round to you. I think it might be reading correctly on your side. But we've got two variations. You've either got, it says 4-ply or it says DK. It gives you the weight. It gives you the approximate meterage. It gives you the percentages, and then you've got the care symbols down here as well. And then on the other side, you've got your stickers. So we get different sticker variations for every single different colour. I physically sticker every single one. I seal every single one as well. And then we've got the slow grown in Scotland, mill spun in Yorkshire, transformed by you kind of affirmation, for lack of a better thing, and link to our website. We're obviously on socials too. So I had to get dies made up for these cuffs as well as the design work for them. So we have 2 separate dies. Now, the Aran was not supposed to be happening at the moment, or potentially at all, depending on how the test went. So I have all this Aran weight yarn, but I don't have an Aran cuff. And I do not, have the significant amount of money it takes, because these dies are not cheap. They are not cheap, and the labels are not cheap to produce either. The whole branding, the whole putting together of everything was really, really important. Every single little detail was thought of, consciously considered choices. So there just isn't the budget to do that right now, in particular for something that might just be a slow run. So I might, if there's interest, be willing to sell some of that on, but it's either going to be like a hand label kind of luggage tag that's got the details written on it, or I'll take one of these existing kind of labels and I'll have to put like a white sticker over it to give you the fact that it is an Aran weight. It's not in anything else. It's an Aran weight. I think it's 170. It's 170 or 175 metres for 100 grams. But it looks to be a true Aran weight. I'm excited about testing it out. We may have that in more colours in the future. It may not. Again, this might be like a unicorn thing. but it was only ever supposed to be 4 kilos on cones for me to test. And now I have 9.2 kilos in 92 skeins of this. I might just be knitting and garments and beard until I die. That might be the way of it. But yeah, it's these things happen, you know, and we'll roll with it. And you know, that's kind of the nature of small business as well, right? So quite often things will happen, like you don't necessarily plan them, and life has a way of working out. I mean, the festival was supposed to be a one-off. I'm an accidental yarn festival director, and then it became my full-time job. So I've been doing this since 2016, and it was supposed to be a one-off. The showcase was supposed to be a one-off, and it hasn't been. The yarn brand normally takes over a year just to maybe get 1 or 2 yarns, 1 or 2 thicknesses, and we pulled together that initial palette in 57 days. So I think I'm just needing to trust whatever is happening around me. This kind of, I don't know, chaos that's going on for my highest good right now. Yeah, I'm not going to sweat or stress over the things that I do not have control of, because it's just not worth it. So I do have lots of extra things that are going on that weren't planned. Right. I think if anyone had any questions, your questions would have been popping up just now. Excuse me again, just blowing my nose. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until this passes. I'm so not well. Where are the people singing me Soft Kitty? There's no one singing me Soft Kitty. Oh no, I'm gonna cough again. That's the worst bit with this cough. So I'm gonna go and I'm going to rest up some more. Gonna get warm, gonna get cozy, gonna stay hydrated and moisturised, and make sure that I'm in the best physical shape as I can be for the showcase, because it is just 2 weeks away now. If you don't have your tickets yet, you need to get them soon. Really, I would recommend that you don't delay. Scottish Will Producer Showcase tickets, there's only a small number of them left. They're available on the Scottish Yarn Festival website. It's the only place to get them. They will not be available in the door. Like I said, sold out last year. Don't take that risk if you want to come and join us. I'm so excited about all the suppliers that we've got, those ones that can be with us in person because, for example, they're from the islands and it's just like a small one-day event, that are shipping us some goods, you know, so that we've got them at our flock stall. We've got some really exciting new businesses that I haven't worked with before. They haven't been involved in the showcase or the festival before. Off the top of my head, I think we've got, I'm really trying to be careful not to miss anyone, Culross Yarn, Chalk Flock, which is like Murret, particularly I love a Castle Milk Murret. We've got Balmerino, who are basically, that's a Scottish Beaumont. It's like a Scottish merino sheep. So Balmerino, and we've got Guardswell Farm, who are literally our neighbours. They are just down the road, and they've been working to produce their first batches of fibre as well. So they've got Hebridean, mohair, and a Hebridean mohair blend. So there's lots of exciting things happening. I'm getting excited about it all. Yeah. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for being patient, listening to my voice. I am very aware that it's, you know, it's not ideal for coming in and talking to you like this, but this is real life and this is just how it is for me just now. Thank you for the love for my hat. Maybe I should wear hats on my lives more often just to showcase them. I do love a hat. I just feel weird wearing a hat in my house in March. But yeah, you really don't want to see my hair at the minute. And it is more important that I keep these stitches protected. If they say don't wash your hair because you can't avoid getting water in that spot, then I have to take the medical advice. We're so lucky to have our NHS. I'm so grateful for their care. It's just, unfortunate that my stitches aren't knitting as they should be. What is the likelihood of that? Yeah, stitches aren't knitting as they should. Oh, hello, I can see Robin at the Bloomin' Spindle. Robin, you're going to have to watch us back because we've got new yarn. We have new yarn. It's here. So I am going to, I can hear myself just suppressing the cough. That was close. I'm going to wrap up here. Have a lovely weekend. I will go share this in all the other places. I'll share it onto our grid so that if you're just coming in now or you missed part of it or you want to watch it again, you can kind of go back and do that. And yeah, just have a great weekend, people. Get your tickets if you haven't already got them. Come and join us. And thank you. Thank you once more for all your continued support of the Scottish Yarn Festival, the Scottish Yarn Producers Showcase, our Scottish Provenance Yarn brand. We wouldn't be anything without you, and you are so appreciated. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.